Makes you feel like you're back on kinder. Two little school kids. Bit different this week. Can you recognise that behind me? And can you recognise that behind me? Probably not, but very shortly you will see. And I'm not on my own, I've got a guide. This is Pete from Hike and Camp Wild Adventures.
Formerly known as Uncle Pete's Wild Adventures.
So everyone calls him Uncle Pete, and I've called him Uncle Pete, yeah.
Everybody calls, especially Chris JB.
He's a fellow bivvy enthusiast. Although I'm not in the bivvy tonight, but he's venturing out in it, so we'll see when we get up there. So I'll film a bit more as we're going up. See if. So just over there we have Dufton Pike, and this is Peeping Hill. Now Peeping Hill was where the Quakers did their lead mining. But they used a technique called rushing. Now what they did for rushing is rather clever. They built a big dam at the top, built up a massive reserve of water. Then they'd use sluice gates to let the water come down in a torrent, wash away the topsoil and expose the bedrock. Then they could see where the lead seams were, just dig it out from the top. Very clever. A little lime kiln up there. This limestone would have gone in there to make fertiliser in the days of. You could get a bivvy in there! And there it is coming into view. The incredible high up Nick. Starting to level a bit now. Pete skipping ahead like a mountain goat. I'm limping along behind steadily, 1 foot at a time. So, looking forward to seeing Hike Up. And it drops, look at that, bang! Makes you feel like you're back on kinder. Oh. Now then, I bet you're not enjoying this weather, are you, beautiful?
They don't care.
Oh, beautiful. So this place is called Narrowgate, and this is Hannah's Well, which is a spring just at the top. You can see pure clear white water. I'm reliably informed that there are more sources further up by my guide. We had sleet at one point just then, which was forecast. Yeah, we had the rain. It's supposed to have been raining all afternoon. In fact, till late tonight it's going to be a chance of rain, and in these conditions you get sleet, so we had a bit of sleet just then, but Pete and I are like two little school kids that won't care. Look at this, oh my god, oh, wow.
You know, I tried to have a nap before I drove up here, but I was too excited, I couldn't sleep.
Now I'm just showing you these molehills. Look how fascinating these are. What? Look at that. Jeepers, man. Oh. I can see what you mean about tears in your eyes.
That is the there's the sill.
This is the sill here, yeah.
Look at the river pattern.
Yeah.
That's that track I went up, that one. Up there, follow that, not very easy going.
Yeah.
That one. I don't know if you fancy, in the morning, going along that edge, down onto Middle Tongue.
Middle Tongue.
Drop down into the valley again.
Yeah.
And up, back to join the path
Back up this
there.
way, yep.
Look at that!
I'm game. That's actually, the route I've got is going along there down Middle Tongue.
Yeah, let's
that's the one I plotted, but I knew that. So this is Nichols' chair. I'm just going to send Pete down to stand up on top of it.
like
Allegedly, a cobbler, yeah, that's the word. A cobbler, for a bet, sat on top of there and repaired and sold some shoes, allegedly. But that's why it's called Nichol. Nichol was the cobbler, apparently. So we're just looking at the angles on the rocks here, and they're all hexagonal because this is the top of the basalt columns on top of the Whin Sill. Oh, that wind's a bit biting. I have I lost a glove, looked all over for it, checked all my pockets, lifted everything out of the tent, put everything in the tent, looked under the tent, around the back of the tent. Oh, it's blown away. It is quite fresh, the wind in places. And then Pete came with me and we went looking, and no, not a chance if it's blown away. We went and got some water. Hands absolutely freezing, raw. Well, it's gone from beautiful sun and that you saw in that time lapse. It's snowing now. Blizzarding across.
I'll put these on before I lose them. I can't guarantee I still won't lose them. Sort of ambient fire, you know.
I wouldn't say this has been a success. Cooking the chicken. I mean, it's cooked, it's red hot. And that took a lot. I think I had to still fill the stove 3 times, 4 times.
It's gonna rain later.
Mm. The onion's nice and soft, well cooked. The chicken is cooked all the way through. It's very hot. I can just eat it. So this band that you see running round is the Whin Sill. Now the Whin and the Sill are 2 terms that the miners used to use for the Whin used to go down when the laminates are going down, and the sills used to be going across, so Whin Sill is the bit in between. What happened was this layer of stone underneath, which is sedimentary rocks, and the layer above, again more sedimentary rocks, they used to be together. And with the tectonic plate movement splitting the earth apart and stretching it, this magma, hot molten rock, was injected into the layers, and this Whin Sill goes, well, hundreds and hundreds of miles, and it's where the molten lava's gone in, and it's solidified in this crystalline hexagonal structure. So you see the very angular things on it, and you can see hexagonal shaped rocks and hexagonal shaped cracks in the fractures that are in it. So that's the Whin Sill. Oh, it's magnificent. The sun's just breaking through. That's been a blooming great camp. Best camp ever. Really enjoyed camping with Pete. Yeah, he's a character. Glad I wasn't in the bivvy last night. I can't really say why I'm glad, because I would have coped, but the Ottomos is, I love that tent, that's great. I think our plan this morning is we're going to walk along this edge of the hike up, and then cut down and go up back to the van. Right, so I'm packed up, everything's in my bag, just got to sling that on my shoulders. Haven't used my drone, I'm not sure if I'm going to use it today. It is very still.
You what though?
Oh no, I don't want the trom. No, I haven't used my drone, so it's in my bag. I'm using one pole going down. Pete's almost packed up. It's chilly here, but you can probably see the sun is cracking through. Although we're walking on this side, so we're going to be out the sun. But it's been a great camp. What a smashing trip, honestly. Pete, I mean, forever indebted to you. Thank you very much. Showing me the way. I'm sure we're going to have many more trips together.
Good camp that was.
It was great, yeah. Nice walk back as well. Sun's out now, cracking the flags. Right, see you next week. Back in the Peak District next week. I think I know where I'm going, but who knows. Catch you later.